I had a client come to me last year. Their campaign looked fine on paper. Solid keywords, tight match types, good ad copy. But they were getting 3, maybe 4 conversions a month on a budget that should have been delivering 40 plus. $6,000 spent for 4 leads. I opened their landing page on a mobile, and within about 4 seconds, I knew exactly what their problem was. The page took 9 seconds to load. There was no headline, there was no contact form. It was buried so far down the page, you'd need a map to find it. The ad said emergency plumber, same day response. The page said welcome to Henderson Plumbing Services, established 2009. Someone clicked that ad in an emergency, they hit that page and they left. And my client paid for every single one of those clicks. Guys, I've got 14 years experience in this industry, over $140 million in ad spend managed. And landing pages are the most under-optimized asset in almost every single Google Ads account that I have ever touched. Inside of Google's quality score, the number that controls what you pay per click, there are 3 components: expected click-through rate, ad relevance, and the third one, landing page experience. Everybody talks about the first 2. Landing page experience, nobody touches it. And Google is quietly charging you for that every single day. Here's exactly how. Guys, come closer. Google runs an auction every time somebody searches. And as I've talked about numerous times before, the highest bidder doesn't always win. Quality score runs from 1 to 10. The higher the score, the lower the cost per click, the better position. The lower the score, you pay more. And you show lower. Most advertisers obsess over the click-through rate and ad relevance. Landing page experience, almost nobody touches it, which means almost everybody is paying a premium on every single click, every single day, without realizing it. A quality score of 3 versus 7 on the same keyword, that can be a 50 to a 70% difference in what you actually pay per click. Not a different campaign, not a different budget, the exact same keyword. You're paying nearly double because your landing page is letting you down. That is a tax, and Google will never send you an invoice for it. So guys, what does Google actually want from a landing page? It wants 3 things. It wants relevance. The page has to match what the person searched for and what your ad promised. If your ad says emergency plumber and your landing page talks about bathroom renovations, Google does see the disconnect, and so does the user. Google wants them to have a good experience, and both of them punish you for it. The next one is speed. Google measures your page load time, especially on mobile, and it factors directly into landing page experience. Mobile usage these days is so through the roof, it's crazy. And if your load speed is more than 3 seconds, you're already losing people before they've read a single word. Google knows it, your quality score reflects it. The third one is clarity. Is it easy for somebody to take action? 1 goal per page, 1 clear headline that mirrors what they actually search for. 1 call to action, not a menu of 6 individual options or a wall of text about your company history or the dog that you've got in the office. 1 thing that you want them to do made as easy as possible to do it. If your landing page fails on any of those 3 things, you're not just converting badly, you are overpaying for the traffic that's already arriving. 1 goal per page, 1 clear headline that mirrors what they search for, 1 call to action, not a menu of 6 individual options, not a wall of text about the company history or the office dog. 1 thing that you want them to do, made as easy as possible to do it. If your landing page fails on any of those 3 things, you're not converting badly, you're overpaying for the traffic that's already arriving. Stop sending people to your homepage. Your homepage is built to introduce your business like a brochure. It serves everybody, which means it's optimized for nobody. Someone who searched emergency boiler repair in Manchester does not need to know that you also do bathroom fitting and loft conversion. They need to know that you fix boilers, that you are available now, and that someone will pick up the phone. Give them a page built entirely for that 1 search. That's what we call a landing page, and it is not the same thing as your homepage. Match your headline to your ad. Not similar, identical. If your ad says same-day roof repair, free inspection included, your landing page headline says exactly the same thing. The moment someone lands and the language shifts, so does their trust. Relevance has to run in a straight line. Search term, ad, landing page. Break that line anywhere and you lose them. Speed guys, pull your page into Google Page Speed Insights right now and look at your mobile score. If that score is under 50, you have a serious problem on your hands. Compress your images. Remove third-party scripts that you don't need. Lazy load everything below the fold. I've seen a 6-second load time drop to under 2 just by compressing images and removing redundant chat plugins. That is not a difficult thing to do for your developer, and that one change, move quality score, reduce CPC, and conversion rate went through the roof simultaneously. One conversion action above the fold. Put your phone number in the header, clickable on a mobile. A form with 3 fields maximum. Name, number, what do they need? That's it. The more steps between somebody arriving on your website and somebody converting on your website, the more people you will lose. And you're already paying for that traffic anyway. If you're running a service-based business, put a trust signal right next to that form. Your reviews, companies you've worked with, Google rating, number of jobs completed, years in business. Not at the bottom where no one can see it. Right next to the action. Somebody who arrived in an emergency is making a quick decision. Make it easy to say yes. Because guys, here is the reality. Your budget is not just spent on clicks. It's spent on everything that happens after the click to. Bad landing pages mean lower quality scores, which means higher CPCs. And then all of that more expensive traffic lands on a page that doesn't convert them to an inquiry. You're paying more to get people there and converting at a fraction of what your competitors do. It compounds. My client was living that. $6,000 for leads, and neither of those numbers had anything to do with their keywords or Google Ads account. So, go and do one thing right now. Open Google Page Speed Insights, type in your landing page URL, hit analyze, look at your mobile score. Then drop it in the comments below, and if it's under 50, I can tell you right now why your campaigns are struggling. And it has nothing to do with your keywords. I read every single comment. Drop the number and I'll tell you exactly what to fix first. Guys, I advise every client to fix their landing pages before they launch. So before you touch your budget, you have to do it. Because right now, you might be running a perfectly good campaign to a page that's undoing all of your hard work. And Google is charging you extra for the privilege. If you got value from this video, you're going to love this video right here. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. I post every Tuesday and Thursday. No fluff, just what actually works after handling $130 million in ad spend. I'll catch you in the next one.